Hi, hello, and welcome back to another Team Fortress 2 live commentary. Today we're going to be playing a bit of Spy. We're going to run around in a pub. We're going to use a bunch of weapons people don't really like. We're going to talk about that. Without any further introduction, let's get into the pub. Thunder Mountain. I like Thunder Mountain. I don't think I've played it in a video yet, so this should be fun. Ooh, second point Thunder Mountain. Are we starting? We're starting, and there's no other spies on the team. Hello. We're playing a video game. This is my... I've been server hopping for a little bit, trying to find a server that isn't being like actively stomped so I can actually... play the game. But today, we're using a Kunai, a Diamondback, and a Dead Ringer, and a regular Sapper because I'm not insane. These three weapons... That's really loud. These three weapons are a bit controversial at the moment. Well, the Diamondback's been controversial pretty much forever by, like, Ambassador spies who say, oh, why should I bother using the Ambassador if this thing does the Ambassador's job easier and better? Hello. But the Kunai is pretty recently controversial. I think like some YouTuber made a video on it. I don't know. The Dead Ringer's also been pretty controversial pretty much all the time. What it comes down to, I think the Dead Ringer's usable in like Highlander things, but what I think it comes down to is that, well, no, the Diamondback's just banned. But these weapons are all snowbally. Not the Dead Ringer, but the Diamondback and the Kunai are pretty snowbally, which means once you get going with them, that is so loud. I'm going to stand over here. Once you get going with them, it's pretty easy to just punish good players for their bad players. So like if you stab, I don't know, an oblivious sniper with a Kunai, you can then fight their, like, I don't know, soldier, because you have 210 health and you can just shoot him to death. And the Diamondback, if you stab him, you can also just do 102 to the soldier for free, basically, from any range. Hello, Spy. Can I... Okay, nope, missed it. That's fine. Oh, hey, Scout. Are we going to fight? You're not going to... We are going to fight. Okay. It's okay, neither of us can aim. You know what, I'm just going to have someone pop my ringer and then I'll run all the way over. Okay, a sentry. Cool. Sentry. Free crit. Whoopee. That's... Okay, well... I needed that soldier to not be there for that to work out for me. But that is a downside of the Kunai. Any other knife there, I would have lived and gone to use my Diamondback crits, which is why it's a big reason I don't think the Kunai is overpowered, is because you have to get that first stab. I could see it being nerfed. I don't think it needs to be nerfed that badly. Like, just for... Because I agree it can be infuriating to fight someone who's got 210 health and keeps getting more health. But now I've got 138, 209. No one can do anything to me, this demo man. Well, I biffed my Diamondback crits. I'm biffing all my shots, but it... Okay, yeah, come melee me. Cool. I biffed all my crits, it didn't matter because this is still, at its worst, just a stock revolver. And now I have a crit again, and you see that soldier up there? Instantly dead! What did he do wrong? He didn't do anything wrong. Like, I don't know how much health he was on, I don't know why my HUD's not showing that, but... There's nothing he did... Okay, two pyros coming at me. But there was nothing he did wrong, and he got insanely punished for it. He died instantly. I don't know why I can't... Okay, well, wasted my crit. That's fine. But I don't know why I can't see player health right now. That's not super ideal. Hey, medic. But one of the upsides of the Diamondback is you know it's going to do 102 damage. You know for sure. Are you going to... Okay. Are you going to fight? And now I can just leave because of the Dead Ringer. Which is the thing about the Dead Ringer, I don't think it's overpowered, I think it's annoying, and it's lazy, and it's not as good, which is why I use it, because I'm lazy. But, I don't know. Kunai's pretty good, Diamondback's insane. I think it's a bit mean to... Okay, hello, Pyro. I'm dead, I'm definitely dead. Don't chase me. Okay, yeah, Engineer. Engineer, you're gonna... You're my decloak? Well... Nah, you can't win them all. But the big issue with this set is, I think, the Diamondback. The Kunai, I think, is fine. I could see it being nerfed to like 60 health and up to 200 when you stab someone like it used to be. I could see it making so the overheal decays at like a normal rate, like a bunch of things. Like if you didn't know, the overheal decays slower because overheal decay is based on your base health. And when your base health is 70, it decays a lot slower, even though you've got triple your health. Which is why you can just... Are you... Why can I not? Hold on. Can I, can I see enemy? No, I still can't. I don't know what that's, hold on, let me, is that gonna do it? I would like to be able to see my enemy's health, please. Hello, sniper. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But the thing about the Diamondback is if you see anyone on 102 and you've stabbed someone, oh, you have on the Razorback. Okay. Good luck. See? Doesn't matter that he's on the Razorback, because I can still 3-shot him. Literally no downside to this weapon. Insane upside. Did not expect that. That's fine. I think these weapons could use a change. Like the Kunai, I think is probably fine. I wouldn't mind a change though, but that's probably just because I don't use it that much. It just doesn't fit my preferred playstyle, which is just to run around and b-hop and shoot people. So don't actually use it that much, but I don't know. I could see it being nerfed for those people who hate it. I wouldn't lose any sleep over that. Are you not gonna? Okay. This is a very unaware pyro. Are you gonna spin around randomly? Nope. Okay. Well, doesn't matter, I guess. Hello. Okay. Well, I'm bad at the game, clearly, but can you still blame cold hands? Is that the sniper thing to blame cold hands when you're doing bad?
Yeah. Thanks.
Whatever. I don't know where. Like, there's a bunch of changes you could make to these weapons to keep them as fun as the problem with nerfing these is that they're all pretty fun weapons. Like I would argue maybe the Diamondback, but like whatever. But now I have a crit and that guy's up. Uh-oh. Doesn't matter that he hit me with a scorch shot flare because I'm on the Dead Ringer, which means I can just do this. Hello, sniper. Oh, cool. Oh, someone switched off of engineer. Okay, well, clearly I'm just bad at the game, and I just fed their medic over. So don't do that. Kunai, the thing about the Kunai is it's still a knife. So it means it's still, you're going to get janked out a lot of the time. And against better players, you're not going to be able to get that first stab, and so it's just it's a straight downgrade without stabbing people is the point. Which the Dead Ringer does offset because it just gives you massive damage resistance. Well, not it's like 75% I think it is on first hit. I don't know if you keep it for a while anymore. I used to know that. But it's still a knife. Like one pyro right-clicking on you will break up your entire chain stab, and then you're probably dead. But the Diamondback is a gun. And no downside gun. Like 15% damage does not clear any significant thresholds. Like I guess if you're at mid-range, it's going to take 4 shots sometimes instead of 3, which I guess is a downside. But if you're at mid-range, you're sort of just spamming anyway. Nice night. But and then the crit is so insanely incredible that like you might argue like, well then wasn't the old Ambassador overpowered for the same reason? And I would say no for 2 reasons. One, it actually had like a decent downside of a slower firing speed, which is also not that big of a downside. But it required practice. It required like 1,000 hours of practice to be able to hit headshots consistently at any sort of range. Are you just gonna? Okay, you're Ubering. That's fine. Are you gonna come over here? You are. Hey, thanks, man. Okay, well, I'm not gonna feed you Uber again. Clearly, you're too smart to get trick stabbed. I've learned that. Either that, or I'm too bad at trick stabbing. Well, whatever. We're gonna go over here. But the Dead Ringer is just spammy, is the thing. Like it gives you a massive health pool, so people can't kill you, and it's spammy, so you can just use it over and over and just annoy the shite out of people. Let me just walk all the way over here. Here, you. Look, this guy. Butter knife. Oh, worth. We take butter knives on this channel. Alright, but like you see that, if I hadn't died to that heavy, I could have turned around and domed him instantly for 102. And even if I hadn't stabbed that guy, I could still have domed him for like, at that range for like 50 or whatever, right? So like, who cares about the downside on the Diamondback? It means nothing. Like that's perfectly fine mid-range damage. Mid-range damage just for spamming at someone. Like this Pyro's still dead. He would have died like in 1 shot sooner with the stock revolver, but it ended up not mattering because he couldn't do anything to me at that rate. Nice little matador there, and now I've got, because that scout was bad, I've got 102 damage in my pocket for whenever I need it. It's absurd. Like Kunai's, like that guy's not gonna die. I was trying to show like if I see someone like. We should push the cart. I don't know why we're not pushing the cart. Is there people defending in here? Is that why? But like, from this window. Oh, there's just no one here. Alright, well. But I've got 102 damage, just in my pocket. I've got a free embed, like that. Like this scout right here? Oh, well I missed, but he would be dead. Obviously, it takes like a modicum of aim to use. Hello, please don't crit me. Cool, get butter knifed, idiot. The Dead Ringer... The problem with the Kunai and the Dead Ringer with nerfing them is that they're really fun to use. So if you risk taking a pretty fun weapon out of Spy's toolkit and just making it unviable, like they did with the Ambassador, but... I don't know. I wouldn't mind like a minor nerf. Well, minor nerf. I think the Diamondback could use just a full rework, because in its current state, it's just not fun to fight against. Because you get punished for your teammates, which isn't fun. Like, and you can. That's the big thing about the Diamondback, is that you can still use it as a normal revolver, but you get the insane upside. Like the Frontier Justice, which is what people usually compare it to, has a downside of like a smaller clip, which is a legitimate thing on a shotgun. Having to reload after 3 shots is a legitimate downside, and it balances out the big crit upside. The Diamondback does not have that in any meaningful capacity. Like 18 damage, 22 damage, you're still going to be able to pick people off at a distance, which is what most Spies do with their revolver. Except now that range is greatly increased for just getting backstabs and saps, which in a pub is not hard to do. Even in like a lobby, it's not that hard to do. Well, I guess it depends on the lobby, but you know what I mean. But the Dead Ringer, I don't know. I think the big problem with the Dead Ringer before they nerfed it was the speed boost, because it just let you run away and then you could get it back. And I think it would be fine to take the speed boost and give it like ammo. Cool. Like, see, why would that? Okay. Oh, that's not my soldier. Hello. You're gonna. Thanks. See, that's the Dead Ringer. Like, he can't even fight me. There's nothing he can do. Are you gonna hear me? You're not gonna hear me. Where are you? There you are. Hello. And now, since that heavy wasn't paying attention, I can 102 that pyro almost instantly to death. Look at my scout panned him. But you see what I mean? Like, now the soldier's not attentive. I can. Well, I missed, but I could have 102 that guy. And I had like a bazillion health, so I could stand there and aim with no downside. There's a sentry down here. I can. Hello. I guess. Okay. And now, see, I can 102 that guy just because I sapped his sentry. Well, obviously that one was his fault. But now I can just sap all his stuff and get like a buttload of crits. What's a buttload? I have 2 crits. Hello, Pyro. Okay, well, I'm just bad, I guess, but that's fine. But like if I hit those 2 shots, he would have died, and for no like extra aim on my part and no like a special failure on his part, he just got punished because his engineer was a little bit bad at the game. That's not fair. That's not fun. One could argue the Kunai does the same thing, but I'd argue that it does so in a less egregious way. Like, it's the less egregious of those 2 weapons to me. He did not see me? Okay, buddy. Thanks. You did not hear that. Like, see? 102 that guy. What did he do wrong? He picked me up. He was well, I mean, he was meleeing me. Which is already not that smart against a spy just because it's jank, but like... whatever. But like, that scout didn't do anything wrong there. Okay, you're my sniper. That scout didn't do anything wrong there, except for like he should have shot me instead. But he's memeing, whatever. But he got so insanely punished. He died pretty much instantly, just because his Gibbous heavy was not like paying attention or whatever. Unfair. Like that's because the Kunai doesn't do that. It just makes you more tanky. So like someone who shoots you and you don't die, they're like, oh, he had too much health. But someone who takes 102 out of nowhere is like, oh, I guess my teammates are bad, so now I'm dead. Like, see, that soldier wasn't paying attention. Now I've got 102 damage to put into someone's face, like you. Well, I didn't even need the 102 damage. See, that's another thing. Pop my ringer, sure. Okay, well, I've had finer moments. I was going to jump on his head, but I guess I missed the button. That's fine. We're doing alright. Also, the Kunai over the Diamondback actually has a downside, which is you get one shot by pretty much anything until you get that first stab. The Diamondback has no such downside. You could play Gunspy with the Diamondback and not even notice like a significant performance decrease, because it still does. Look at that mid-range damage. That's still fine. That Pyro is dead as if this were a stock revolver, even though it's supposed to be like stronger only after you get stabs. It's not. It's still just as strong. It's so fine. It's ridiculous. And of course the Dead Ringers really spam them. I've gone over the Dead Ringer already, but it's just like it's already conceptually not a very fun weapon to fight against. So if you make it... Okay, well he blew him. Well, see, there, kunai downside. I hadn't stabbed anyone because there was no one around, and so I got one tapped by that soldier where I could have lived on any other knife. I think it comes up a lot more often than most people think. But, you know, I don't know that that's a super popular opinion. I think it's a pretty divisive weapon. The Diamondback is not divisive. If you think the Diamondback is not horribly broken, at least is more broken than the old Ambassador, then I don't understand, I guess. And the Dead Ringer is probably fine. I think it should be different. I think it doesn't need the speed boost, and it could probably... Like, if they took off the speed boost and gave back the ability to pick up metal, I think it would be fine. But it's probably fine. It's just conceptually annoying, but they're not going to take it out of the game because they don't do that. It's conceptually annoying because, like, you can just run away for free. That's why some people don't like Demo Knight, just because Demo Knight can just right-click and run away for free, and Spy can also just... Like, he's got, like, a mini charge and targe or whatever, because he can just right-click, soak up a bunch of damage, and then disappear. Or normally you could, like, track the Spy with flames, but it makes him unflammable or whatever, and it's just like so much harder. And the Spy is like losing out even. He's losing out on like the consistency, because the stock cloak I will maintain is the best for most situations, just because of the... You're always going to get that first pick with the stock if you're good enough for the game. But the Dead Ringer is just like, it's so loud, and it's just not as good, but it's so much more annoying, and it's so much easier to use, which is why I'm using it right now, because I'm lazy. But I don't know. I think the Dead Ringer is poorly conceived. I think the Kunai is probably fine, and I think the Diamondback could use a total rework. There's been a lot of reworks tossed around. Some people just say, oh, just make it mini crits. Some people say, actually nerf the clip size down to like one shot. I kind of like an idea I heard somewhere of like, after you backstab, you get mini crits for like 5 seconds. So you can do the Diamondback thing, which is stab someone and then shoot down the people chasing you still, without being able to just hold them forever. So like on backstab, you get 5 seconds of mini crits or something. I think that would be a cool fix and make the weapon more interesting. He doesn't know that I'm here. Hello. And now I get away for free because of the... Well, I would have gotten away with a clip, but I get away for free because of the Dead Ringer. Like, what did that guy do wrong? Nothing. And then he died. Almost instantly. He took 2 shots. But like no other revolver could have... Like even the new Ambassador, I would have had to hit like 2 headshots or whatever to 2-shot him from that range. That's ridiculous. That's so much effort. Okay, well, I did not know he was there. How did I die? Oh, I thought I got Frontier Justice killed, but no, he just hit me more than I expected him to. That's fine. Like, I guess maybe the stock revolver would have picked them up faster there. So I guess, like, the stock revolver is not obsolete by any means. If you are just purely shooting people, I would still run it over the Diamondback. But if you're, like, stabbing people at all, there's no reason. But, like, there's the kunai downside. So honestly, like, even... I don't think you should give it a bigger damage penalty. I think that would just make the weapon unusable. Well, I don't know. Maybe like 60... Like a mini crit is like 60 damage with the 15% damage penalty, I think. Which is still pretty fine, especially because the big thing is it removes fall off, right? I would have liked that stat, but that's fine. But the big thing with the... The big thing with the crit weapons is there's no fall off. Are you going to hear me if I do this? You're not. Hello. See? All my health back. 102 to the face. Am I going to be able to follow up on it? No, I'm not, because I am bad. But that's fine. Okay, this is a bad spot. Wait for my ringer to recharge. Now I can be stupid. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe? Oh. Right, how healthy are you? Too healthy. I would have fought him if I had like any other knife with this Dead Ringer, but I don't. Is anyone up here gonna hear me if I decloak and then drop in? And we're gonna... Okay, you. Now I can kill that medic. What did that medic do wrong? Nothing. Okay, well, I should have committed. I could have gotten that if I'd committed, but that's fine. But that medic didn't do anything wrong. He just died for his teammate being negligent. And honestly, like 210 health is a big deal on Soldier because it lets him like fly everywhere, but I don't feel like it's that much of a big deal on Spy because he just doesn't have the damage output to like kill you. Unless he hits a trick stab or something. But if he's not hitting a trick stab or something, he just does... Are you gonna... Oh, he is. He's not gonna... You're gonna... Come here. Come here. Oh. Cool. I don't know how he didn't... He was kind of lagging there. That's probably why he didn't hit me, but... You're gonna... Oh, you are gonna... Alright, let's see... I can probably just shoot you. Well, that sniper picked him up. But I could have just shot him to death there with no downside, because guess what? Diamondback's a cool weapon. I'm just going to run all the way over here with the detonator because it gives me a speed boost. Now I can come back in and just hope no one sees me. Oh, he's going to see me. Cool, Matador. Come here, come here. Oh! Well, good thing he didn't see me. So now I disguise. How did that engineer not see me? But now I can just... I was going to say I can 102 this guy, but whatever, I'm just going to leave. Obviously, you can't 102 him if you just miss. Can you hear me? Nope. Oh, well, I would have liked you to not headshot that guy sniper, because that just killed me, but that's fine. That's another kunai thing. Sometimes your teammates just kill someone, and then you're like, oh, I'm dead now because I don't have the health or the crit damage I thought I would, but that's fine. It's weird. A lot of Spy's unlocks, like almost all of Spy's unlocks, lean really heavily into stabbing people instead of shooting people. So the best gun spy gun is either stock or like the Ambassador. And the Ambassador is really, I think it was conceived more of like a just as a pick tool, but it had some additional upside till they changed it. So now it really is just a kill Razorback snipers in 2 shots instead of 3 tool. With like, I guess there's more additional upside. I guess you can still, it's still a fun weapon and it's still a pretty flashy weapon, but that's, they took out a lot of the just run this full time potential. You're a spy. Now I can just run in here, go like this, and then 102 you, and now you're dead. Like, what did he do wrong there? I didn't have to click on his head. I didn't have to do any of that. Look, this guy's smart. He's using the Diamondback. Why would he use anything else if he's stabbing people anyways? Is he just using the set that I'm using? Oh, I can't. My inspect key is broken. Whatever. Oh, he is. Okay, yeah, he's just literally using the same set I'm using. See? It's a very powerful set, especially against teams that aren't as good. Because once you get that first stab, you've got 102, you've got a free Ambassador headshot, and you've got more health than a soldier. And even without that, you're still... Okay. See that? That's also a kunai thing that happens sometimes. Sometimes they just blast jump while you're walking behind them and you die. Well, that's just a spy thing, I guess. But on any other knife, I would have lived that. Except maybe a beginner. I guess I would have died on a beginner because of ramp up. Whatever. But like as I was saying, all of Spy's unlocks lean really heavily into stabbing, like the kunai, the beginner, the yur are straight downgrades from the stock knife if you're not stabbing anybody. The enforcer. Well, the enforcer's kind of it. Hello. I'm just gonna leave. What are you gonna do about it? You can't do anything. I'm on the dead ring. I'm just gone. There's someone I can stab. You. You guys aren't going to turn around. Surely. Surely you weren't going to turn around. Surely you weren't going to turn around. Okay, there we go. Come here. Oh, I thought I could hit it. Okay. I saw the butter knife. It flashed before my eyes. I think the kunai is not as good as people think it is, but I still think it could probably warrant a change. Like even just making it the big argument is that conceptually the kunai is fine, right? But it just does what it does too well, right? That's the argument. Like maybe if it gave you less health or it made you get 2-shot by pipes instead of 3-shot or whatever, it would be fine. Like that's the idea. Are you gonna chase me? Ooh, trick stab. Did you really just forget I was there? Okay, well. Are you gonna just stand there? You're just gonna stand there. Are you typing? He's not typing. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he was just waiting for me to come back. Okay. Well, I just wasted a whole bunch of his time, I guess. I did not expect him to, like, see, this is a very apt Diamondback name. I did not expect him to just stand there. Oh, gonna have to censor that. Great, thanks, Spy. Alright, well, I think we're just gonna win. We've got like 3 kunai. I think we have 3 kunai Diamondback Spies, which is a pretty insurmountable obstacle in the best of circumstances anyway, especially if your team's not that great. That's like look at all these engineers building sentries. These do nothing. They are not helping their team in the slightest. Now me and the Spy are gonna go in here and get a bunch of Diamondback crits. Okay, okay. Well, I'm just bad at the game, but you know, you're gonna. Hear me if I... You're not. Okay, I'm not gonna... Spy, can you... Alright, I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna wait for my dead ringer to come back so I can have my free get out of jail free card. Alright, you're gonna... Yeah, I bet I can stab this guy. He's got a gibbous. Yep. It's not a gibbous, but... Oh. I thought I died to the bleed for a second there, but no. Well, they're nesting pretty good, which means I can't do that much to them without a more consistent cloak, but they're also not pushing the cart, so I guess we're just going to win, which is, you know, totally fine by me. That'll probably be where I end the video, too. Like, I'm gonna play out the rest of this round, because I am having a good time. I'm gonna switch to a knife and a gun that I like more. You're a spy. Hello, spy. Maybe I can... Oh, hello. See, that's also a thing. You get one shot by shotgun. You just get one shot by so much more stuff that if you mess up while going for that first step, you're just screwed. Alright, let's see if we can do anything at all noteworthy for the rest of this round. I'm thinking not, because they're not pushing, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess I could just keep sacking into the engineer nest over and over. That's probably fine. Oh, that's a sniper. I can go kill a sniper. Especially since one of these kind souls popped my dead ringer. Oh, he's on the Razorback? No problem. Oh, never mind. The pyro came from spawn. I was gonna say not a problem. I can just shoot him to death with my regular old stock revolver, but no. The pyro came from spawn. I didn't know that was a cosmetic. That's horrifying. Is that Halloween restricted? No, whatever. Let's just go. Where am I? Why am I over here? I'm not gonna complain about it. Oh, okay. I see. I see what we're doing. Shoot. Cool. Well. Come here. Fight me. Fight me. Let me just run in here and grab this health pack. Now we can go back to fighting if you want. Not if I miss all my shots and die. But like, you see, it's just a stock revolver. I could have gotten him if I had not been bad at the game. Or no, I guess I can blame random bullet spread, right? I blame random bullet spread, that's why. Alright, well... 40 seconds left in the round. Do you think they're oh, I guess they're pushing. I doubt they're going to be able to get through all those sentry nests in 30 seconds now, but I guess we'll see. Hello, sniper, did you... Where's he going? I don't... Cool, do I do. Look at that! Like that Diamondback moment, right? 3-shot of pyro for free! I need to hit his head, I need to do any of that. Admittedly, he was walking in a straight line, I probably could have hit his head, but that's not the point. Well, I do feel kind of bad about rolling, but it makes for slightly more interesting commentary than getting rolled, I guess. Nice garden, nice garden. I can just... Hey, no. Hey, spy. I missed the trick step, but it doesn't matter. Alright, well, that's probably where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please tell your congressman to get Volvo to nerf the Diamondback in Team Fortress. Bye!